So division. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out where are we going to put the answer. To put the answer, we're going to have to figure out the numbers. So we have 3 digits, right? But what it is, it's 2 digits, take away 1 digit. So our starting point is going to be that 1. 1 is right here where the ones place is. Okay, but so back to here. We know that we're going to start with 1. How do we know? Because there's 2 beats here. There's 2 digits here. Take away 1 digit. We're going to start here. This is where we're going to put our answer, right? So if we're going to put our answer here, we have to put our dividend. We're not have to, but we're going to put our dividend on the abacus. So after we're going to put our answer here, we're going to put the dividend here just to keep track. So now the question is, who is bigger, the dividend or the divisor? We have to do a comparison because it figures out if we're going to move 1 bead across or 1 bead not, right? So if the dividend is bigger, then we're just going to sit here and we're going to take away. So the question is 3 times what is equal to 7 or less? Is that even right? No, we're going to go this one over. So because the dividend is bigger, we're going to skip this column and move over here. So this is a rule that we actually talk about in class. And this is a rule that the kids will have to understand. So if the dividend is bigger, then they have to skip this column and put it over here. So the question is what times 3 is equal to 7 or less? Notice we talk about the missing factor. We don't talk about 6 divided by 3. We don't do that. What we do is we figure out what this missing factor is because it's easier for our brains. I think it's easier for our brains to know what our missing factor is if we know our multiplication or math facts, right? So we have 3 times 2 is equal to 6 because 6 is less than 7. So we add 2 on the abacus. So I put it here because the dividend is bigger, I'm going to skip this column and put my answer here. All right. So in my answer, I will put it here because the dividend is bigger. That is why I skipped this column. So now I have to take away the 6, just like that. So I take away the 6. So I do my subtraction in the place where the dividend is, right? So I do subtraction. So now I still have remaining dividends. What do? I have to compare. Now I have to compare 3 and 1. Which one is bigger, 3 or 1? 3 is bigger. That's my divisor, right? The 3 is bigger. My 3 is bigger than my 1. So I'm going to sit over here in this column. So this is where I'm going to put it. Because I'm over here, I'm going to have the question, what times 3 is equal to, what number is this? It's 18. So now the question is what times 3 is equal to 18 or less? 6. So I add my 6 here, right? 6 times 3 is 18. So I take away the 8, I take away the 1, and I take away the 8. So my answer is 26. It's the same thing. How many times does 3 go into 7? Which is okay, but we don't learn it this way. So I don't know why they force us to remember it. So it's easier to say, well, what times 3 is equal to 7 or less, right? Instead of saying how many times does 3 go into 7? Because we don't think in division. We actually think in multiplication. It's easier to add than it is to subtract. So